Afternoon. I'll tell you a little bit about my experience with the oil spill. I've had three businesses. Names or not names?
You don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I've submitted um, three actually three claims. Uh, Two I've kept. One I took back out of the claimant. My experience is similar to predominantly everyone else's. This has been 3 years. It's been probably 3 years, or yeah, since 2011. Put the paperwork in. I actually have not heard anything. Um, Nothing. I know, really nothing has kind of transpired. I feel that, in this community, or in the community, we've been disserviced. I know some people personally who put in claims with BP, and they got money right away. And this was back in toward I think it was 2011. So I don't know anybody of color who put in any claims that has gotten any money.
Do you think that the BP oil spill actually affected your business?
Of course, of course.
Why was it this spill? How bad was it for you once this occurred?
Um, it kind of like was domino effect, because it spilled over to my industry. And what happened with me, I can tell you honestly, my business probably went down to maybe 20% of what it was.
Wow.
And I have all, my documentation, paperwork,
Right.
all my tax returns, everything. And really, it's just now starting to, I can see some light, but
Good.
I could tell you there's many more stories like mine out there, but definitely I've been really frustrated with this, because we figured in 2012 that it would be finished.
Right.
And then they got that court order, and I
Right.
was supposed to pay, and to no avail.
Right. Do you think that the people you've done business with, or the people used to do business with you, there are other businessmen suffering just like you that weren't even able to survive, and they just walked away, I guess. But you wanted to do what you thought was the appropriate thing and filed a claim.
Right. Exactly. It wasn't a frivolous claim. It wasn't
Right.
something that was done out of greed or anything like this. It was just because my business suffered and our industry suffered, and I felt that for that suffering and that lack of income that we lost out on, that they should, be responsible and rectify that disparity, as far as what I suffered and most other people suffered, in business.
Do you think? Do you think that delay in settlement has caused further
Oh, yeah,
damages?
of course. Oh, most definitely. Because we can't recover the way. I mean, even with the process of, we was under the assumption, I can't assume, but we was under the assumption that it was going to be settled in December of 2012, and I had plans for whatever type of compensation to help prime the pump, jumpstart business back again. And by that not happening, and them delaying, and I don't know, whatever they're doing, filing motions and stuff, it's just another way of delay.
If you think in terms of BP,
Mm-hmm.
what you really think about them as a company, and the spill, as it's damaged so many fish, and the water is damaged, oysters. I mean, it'll be years. It used to be over $800 billion industry.
Wow.
Now it's down to somewhere about $100 billion. You think it would ever have a comeback here, even after you've been paid? You say you seeing some daylight? What caused the daylight to occur?
I'm going to answer your first part of that question. BP as a company as a whole, as a whole, that my understanding, just from knowledge of researching them, I think that the company is really doing us a disservice in the Gulf area. I really believe that they, the accident happened. They should pay, and they should help restore, our economy. Now I'm up in Punta Gorda, so I'm on the
Right.
Charlotte Harbor, the Peace River, and there's a lot of people up there who live, and a lot of them make their living off that water, and there's people here locally who make their living off the water, and we know tourism, and that's what I made the assertion far as a slight comeback, because over the time now people are starting to come to the area, but not like they were.
Right.
But I think that it's my personal opinion that they just it's going to take some time,
Right.
and I truly believe a lot of people left the area in that time as well because of the slowdown and the economic opportunities, whether it be in the industries of if the water brings in or tourism or whatever, and not only that, to probably further, we're gonna use the word exacerbate the problem that we had. Think about all the people who left here, and vacant homes. My home value is down. I mean, I can't just say it's just all because of the economy, but it is, because that's part of the economy.
Right.
So I don't know what finite numbers there are, but I know that it has affected what I do for a living, and probably a lot more people.
Do you think they're intentionally stalling as a business
yes.
technique?
Oh yes. 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 I believe. I mean, they know they're going to pay one day or another. I don't know if it's and I'm not an economist or anybody in that financial arena that can. But if you think about it, if they're not paying that money out and that money's sitting somewhere, it's got to be gaining interest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the payout is going to be plus interest,
Yeah.
or is it just going to be the payout is going to be the payout.
Have you ever considered increasing your demand for the damages?
Honestly, I thought that and that the money that would be allocated to us would be in direct proportion of our tax returns and to us proving that we can show that loss. Now that it's since December 2012 when the decision was handed, am I
Right.
correct? So now we're talking about in another 3-4 months, it's going to be December 2014.
Right.
So are we going to be compensated for those 2 years of non-payment, whether it be interest or whatever? I mean, I think that is fair. I don't think they should be able to get away with the numbers that that probably was on the table in 2012. I think like anybody else contract, that they should be able to pay, for those 2 years. So.
I think that's all we need.